How you doing, Daniel, from Fort Worth, Texas? We are getting get the stuff going. I'm kind of opposite right now. I got to show the toys first. Okay, let's get that going. All right. So we got, what's his name? I used to know these names like the back of my hand. Raphael.
What's going on
Donatello.
here? What's happening here?
Michelangelo. Splinter. And the last one, Leonardo.
Yay.
So, let's get it going. How you doing, Daniel? Fort Worth, Texas. As I read about, they call it where the frontier west begins, because they had Fort Worth, Texas was like the frontier where the U.S. Army built the fort right there on the very utmost western boundary of the United States at the time, which was Fort Worth, Texas. So they built like a freaking, like, from all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, as north as Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, all the way by the Mexican border, Eagle Pass. It's a line of forts to defend after the Mexican and American War. I was like, it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of history and a lot of the heritage that it still rides really deep in the city's blood to this day. The feel and everything. That's crazy. They said they had a treaty, the Treaty of Early Bird. It's supposed to be a treaty where, at first you couldn't move on Indian territory without the presidents of Texas approval. But eventually, as more and more settlers settled around Texas, they start pushing the border even more and more west. Fort Worth was named after a general of the same name. He died kind of early from a disease, some kind of diarrhea disease with a C, C-H-O-R-A. I read about it. It was some kind of watery diarrhea, some kind of disease. When you got it, you had like the most watery diarrhea ever. I was like, ugh, for a few days. And people got it back in the days from the water not being clean and from food that got in contact with feces. Ew, nasty. Somebody thinking they booty hole.
Ew.
They're testing their food. Oh, is that inappropriate? Sorry. Back in the day. You nasty mother. But I was just joking, honestly, A lot of good history. A lot of awesome history behind Fort Worth, Texas. We got the box. So, pretty good. I had to put some more tape on this bottom one, though. Thank you so much, Daniel. Happy holidays.